Hope you're well. It's been a little while. Just wanted to ask you, I think I'm right in saying that Ederson and Gabriel Jesus are in Belgium ahead of the game. Can they link up with the squad straight away when you arrive? And are there any protocols that you have to go through to reintegrate them ahead of the game tomorrow night?
No, we see the protocols. So they could not land here, but they could land. It will be already 10 days. So we will join them tonight in the hotel, and tomorrow, they will do in the preparation and maybe play, maybe not. And the day after, we'll come back to Manchester to come back in the normal routine, daily life.
Of the two, is it more likely Ederson comes straight back into the side, given that Gabriel's not been able to train with you today?
No. Listen, with Gabriel and Neddy, we are together 4 or 5 years, so they don't need special things to be ready. We will talk to them how they feel. I'm pretty sure they will feel good because they recover really well, both of them. And they train 1 or 2 days there with our physios, our physical trainers, and Richard, the keeper trainer. And we'll see tonight how they feel.
Ben, Ian Abrahams.
Hi, Pep. How are you?
Hi, good.
Bruges have scored at home, I think, in every game they've played since March. So they clearly like attacking teams that come to their home ground. How do you prepare your team, if at all, differently for a team that are going to actually have a go at you, rather than sometimes in England where it can be seen that teams perhaps are quite happy that you have the ball and be quite passive towards you?
As the top side, what we have seen is physicality. They know exactly what they have to do. They are an incredible aggressive team and with a lot of quality up front. If since March just scored a goal, it's because it's one reason why they are good. But we go there. We have 4 games left, 12 points to fight to qualify for last 16, and tomorrow we're going to try to win next 3. This is the target. So we will see as the game, have a plan. The mentality will be the same. We're going to adjust them. Hopefully our way we play, we can let them adjust as much as possible and control the game and get a good result.
Thank you, Ian. Simon Stone.
Hi, Pep. I'm sorry if you've been asked this question on a few occasions. Could you just tell me what your view is of the vaccination issue with players at the moment?
It's private. I don't know exactly. The club knows it. The players knows it individually. So I have my own opinion. So I trust in the scientists and the doctors. And when they say is the best way to protect yourself and the rest of the people, we should do it. And of course, myself and all my family has done it. So, but everyone is everyone. So the rest is a doctor's situations, and going to talking with the players individually, and after they have to decide. But if the doctor say all around the world is the best way to eradicate as quick as possible this pandemic situation they have and be safe and don't get ill, because we have seen the last days here in England how many deaths still are for this reason, and how many people get the virus and suffering. So that's why we have to continue to move forward and stay safe and be careful and use the mask. And as much as possible, the people get the vaccine will be better for the society and of course for themselves.
Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. I was just wondering if I could ask you a question about Cole Palmer. He played for you on Saturday, came off the bench, and then went to play for the under-23s. What does that say to you about his kind of personality, and what kind of future do you think he will have?
Step by step, but he's already 2 seasons to train with us. He's completely involved in the dynamic of the group, the way we want to play. And he extended the contract for the club for the next years because we believe a lot in him. And we know his attributes, and I know what he can do. And I know it's not easy to play for the amount of players that we have, but we have amount of games, and And yeah, sooner or later it's getting, because I have all the potential to play. But for the young lads, is training with us, play the minutes that we deserve to play, then go to the second team and do what he has done. So when there, score 3 goals, help the team to win, improve his developments with the ball, without the ball, and try to help them understand the game. And every game is different. One can play in a 5 position up front, can play the wingers, can play as attacking midfielder, even a striker. There's a guy who has a sense of goal. So when he's clinical there, he's a guy who has a big talent for that. And yeah, happy to have him, and is growing. The guy is growing since the 2 seasons with us. Every training session is growing as a football player.
Thank you.
Simon Bashkowski.
Hi, Pep. Rodri lost his place in the team towards the back of last season for the sort of Champions League knockout games. Has he shown to you this season that he's kind of learned from that, and especially against Chelsea, Liverpool, but even on Saturday, he's kind of one of the players in real good form at the moment?
Listen, the seasons are so long, so it's 11 months. Saying there are high and lows. The important is that to be, as a holding midfielder, to be so stable, always 7-8, 7-8. It's not nice to have a big performance like number 10 and after have a 2 or 3. Maybe for a wingers, for a strikers can do it, but as a holding midfielder, it's not good. And I think now he's so stable. He's learning, because always pay attention, but he's realizing what we are looking for, because sometimes you need time to understand what you're looking for. And yeah, we are more than satisfied. So we knew it when we worked to him in Atletico Madrid, and is growing, and hopefully he can become a better player and better player. It depends on him. And he's opened his mind, and he can understand what he has to do, because still he has a margin to be a better player. And hopefully we can help him.
Thank you, Simon. Rob Dawson.
Hi, Pep. You signed Jack Grealish from Aston Villa, where at Villa he would play in the Premier League at the weekend. He'd have a whole week to rest and prepare, and then another game at the weekend. He's come here for the first season where he's had to play Premier League, Champions League, Premier League again. How tough is that for a player to adapt to, and how do you feel that Jack has done in the early stages of this season?
Well, we spoke about that, and about what he has to live when he's not here, in the terms of eating and resting and sleeping, and living 24 hours just for his profession. But what he has done so far is excellent. So except that this game against Barley last game, he played every game in a good level, and I'm pretty sure he will improve. Because also for us, for the manager, you have to be what is the better position for him to give us. But the games he played really well. So I'm pretty sure if it's his focus and what you have to do in the game on and off the pitch, he's able to do it, because he's strong, his weight is perfect, his body fat is perfect, and I think his mentality is in the right position. So hopefully we can help him, but it's true. It's the first time you play every 3 days. Then it's different when you play every 3 days, just in case sometimes. But when you play 11 months every 3 days, 3-4 days, that is a bit different. It's a good challenge for him.
Jamie Jackson.